Hey everyone, in today's video, I want to teach you how to get college for free because I've been scouring the internet and there's just a lot of garbage out there that most normal people can't apply. For example, like join the military or find an employer that will pay your tuition for you. A lot of people just can't do that or don't want to do that or whatever it is. There are also really random strategies online. Like if you move to this random city in the middle of Maine, the town sucks so bad that the government's paying your college tuition if you move there and commit to stay for 5 years. Like who's gonna do that? Or become a golf caddy for 2 years for this company for free. And if you caddy for 2 years for free, they will sponsor and pay for your college tuition. It's just random nonsense that people are throwing out there. We need to talk about real strategies. I earned my bachelor's degree in 9 months and I paid about $200 out of pocket for tuition, like just some taxes and fees. The rest I got covered, and I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step strategy and show you how I did this. Now, the very first and foremost thing, you have to understand that there's not some magic pill out there or this random person that's just going to come give you money. You have to take things into your own hands. So you actually have to follow the steps in this strategy. And if you do, guess what? College is free and you don't have to pay tuition. Now, the first thing you need to do is shorten your time to graduation, because the longer you're in school, the more money you have to pay. So if we're talking a $10,000 a year school and it takes you 5 years to graduate, that's $50,000 that you have to come up with. If you can graduate in under a year, and I teach people how to do this all the time, so I know it sounds crazy, but I'll give you a link to another video at the end of the video and I'll show you how to do that. But if you hack your degree, graduate in under a year, guess what? At a $10,000 a year school, you're only on the hook to come up with $10,000 in funding. Well, if it's a $7,000 a year school, you're only on the hook or have to come up with $7,000. So that's hugely important. Like, let's cut that bill down, and instead of paying $50,000 to $100,000, let's pay $7,000 to $12,000, and that's much easier to come up with. So my goal is generally less than $10,000, and we're going to try to graduate in under a year. Now, the last step of this strategy is like, boom, you only have to come up with 10 grand. Now, grants and scholarships are easy to get that amount of funding, if that makes sense. Coming up with $50,000 to $100,000 in scholarships is really hard. But if you're only having to come up with $10,000, guess what? Go apply for local scholarships, go reach out to local community colleges and ask what scholarships are available. Now, once you've lowered that bill down to $10,000 or less, you can now take control and come up with that funding through like grants and scholarships and programs and the normal things you see online, because it's now attainable. Like, it's really hard to go get a full ride scholarship if you're just a normal person. If you're not a straight A student, honor roll student, straight out of high school going into college, guess what? It's really hard. So the first place I look for scholarships is I love just like walking in the door to local community colleges, even if you're not going to attend that community college, because we're going to hack the degree through some online programs, which I can teach you how to do. Walk in the door to a local community college and say, hey, do you have any resources for local scholarships in our area? Oh, go apply for those. Those are pretty easy to apply for. The next place I like to look is the university that you're actually going to attend and see what funding they have. So between local and the university, you can usually come up with quite a bit. And then you start diving into resources like the Ultimate Scholarship Book or some of the online scholarship resources. And then the very easiest place to get scholarships is just government grants. Like if you have low income, go fill out the FAFSA application, and it takes you like an hour or two to fill out. And if your income's below a certain level, guess what? The government pays your tuition for you if your tuition is low enough. They have like a cap or a tuition allotment that they'll grant you per year. Well, if you go to the less expensive schools where you can test out of the classes and do this properly, your school's basically 100% funded. So kind of moral of the story is like, there's no magic bullet. No one's going to pay your tuition for you. But if you take control into your own hands, you hack your degree, cut that tuition bill down to $5,000, $10,000, then you come up with the funds using kind of the standard methods, because it's easy to come up with a little bit of money. It's really challenging to come up with a lot of money. Now, the key to all of this, of course, is you actually have to earn your degree really fast. Now, I have other videos where I walk you through how to do that, and I want to teach you. It's like a pretty simple process. What I'll do is down below this video, I'll leave a link to what I call my degree hacking tutorial, and I'll walk you through the 3-step process of earning a college degree in less than a year. I did it in 9 months. I've helped people do it as fast as 3 months. You can really, really do it fast if you're willing to just work hard and use different methods and different strategies. So go watch that video below. I hope this video has added value to your day and you've learned something that makes your life better. Talk to you in the next video.